Camp Cod, the POI that most competitive players would used to land and love, but now no one lands there. What happened to Camp Cod, and why is it now the least busy part of the map? Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about why Camp Cod is obviously not as popular anymore. Quickly before we start, 90% of you guys are not subscribed. We'll be at 600 subs. Please sub, and let's get into this video. Let's go. So in case you don't know what Camp Cod is, I'll tell you. Camp Cod is a bottom POI on the map. It's unnamed, and it's right under Misty Meadows and Caddy Corner. Now, it's basically the king of unnamed POIs. Everyone knows it, but they don't really call it it. It's gone down a little bit in its hype, and it used to be really popular with competitive players because you really wouldn't see bots that are landing there because main people would be landing the main POIs, like the bots would be landing the main POIs. So you get a good competition. At the beginning of Chapter 2, it was a pretty looked over POI because everyone was looking at the new spots that are named. However, at the beginning, later in the season, probably about a month later, people started to realize it was a pretty good POI. It would remain a pretty good POI till about Chapter 2 Season 3. Chapter 2 Season 2 was a really good POI and a lot of people liked landing there. However, it would change at the beginning of Chapter 2 Season 3. At the beginning of Chapter 2 Season 3, the flood would happen on the Fortnite map, flooding most of the POIs. With it gone, it flooded Camp Cod. Now, Camp Cod would be one of the last POIs to come back. And I'll show you guys a montage of how the Chapter 3 map went. So, as you guys can see by that, Camp Cod was a pretty low POI on the actual surface, so it was obviously going to get flooded. It actually might be the lowest POI, like, when it comes to sea level in Fortnite, to be honest. So, what the main flaw was, it took a while. I think it took like till stage 5 or stage 6 to actually get Camp Cod back. The full thing. Over time, it started to come back a little bit. So, since it was so low, it took a while for the flood to get out. So, it took a while for the actual Camp Cod to fully come back, which was its main downfall in Chapter 2, Season 3. With the fact that Camp Cod was mainly a POI that mainly competitive players landed at, and competitive players mostly land one spot to learn it, it basically became a no-show, because everyone at this point had already got their main POIs set. So Camp Cod really only had people that were changing their POIs, and wasn't really that top tier going to their location. So it made the POI a little bit worse, because obviously if you're going to switch your POI, you clearly don't have that good of a POI to go to, and if you're going to Camp Cod, that means you're really kind of desperate because you don't really want to land a mainstream POI anymore. However, with Season 3, it was still so low, so it actually wasn't that bad, but however, the next 2 seasons would completely see the downfall of Camp Cod, and here is why. The reason why Camp Cod started to go downhill is due to the fact that it is not a spot for trios, and Epic has been going towards trios. Camp Cod is good enough for a solo, maybe a duo, but not as good enough for a trio. And, well, yes, if you're uncontested, then it's an actual okay POI, but when you have 2-3 trios jumping on you, it's not a good POI anymore. And people started to realize it was in a really bad spot because a lot of teams would try to be for Surge, 3 to 4 teams maybe. I'll show you guys what I mean right now. Alright, so you're looking at the Fortnite map right now currently, and you see 2 main named POIs and 2 unnamed POIs that circle around Camp Cod. Actually barricaded from the rest of the map. Obviously you have Caddy Corner and Misty Meadows up there. Now, Misty's like the most popular spot on the map right now, so you probably don't, and competitive, so you probably don't want to be trapped by them, because they're pretty good if they can win Misty. And then you got one named POI, April Sky, which is more likely to keep Misty, so Misty and April Sky could become busy. But the main drama is Caddy versus Weather Station. Now, before Chapter 2 Season 3, not many people landed in Weather Station, but that POI got really popular recently, and not a lot of people land there. So, Weather Station either goes to attack Caddy or sits here and waits for Storm Surge tags on Cape Cod. So, basically, you're screwed if you get pushed by Weather Station because they're on high ground a lot better than you are. Also, it is hard to get Surge from Camp Cod. So that's another main thing why the spot kind of died. It is hard to get Surge. You are fighting in a mountain, so it is really, you're inside a mountain type thing, so it's hard to get Surge from this POI. And honestly, Caddy Corner is kind of a death trap too, because if you think about it, 2 teams fight Caddy, 1 team fights Weather Station, Weather Station comes clean up. So Weather Station's actually in a pretty good spot if you land Weather Station right now, to be honest. So that is the main reason why no one lands there. It's mainly because that's Storm Surge. You guys will see there is no one that lands there for Chapter 2 Season 5 EU or NA East FNCS Finals. And not to mention, you're probably going to get pushed by Weather Station, especially if another trio lands on you. You don't have that much good loot. You're kind of screwed if you land there, because you're fighting in a mountain and they could just push you pretty easily. Overall, guys, that's why I think Camp COD kind of died as a POI. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, 90% of you guys are not subscribed. Let's get to 600 subs, please, guys. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.